Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm 35 weeks and 5 days now. Not much time left. I know it's coming really fast. I had a prenatal appointment on Monday. Me, my husband, and Logan, my son, we all went and saw the doctor, went over a couple things, and I got some notes, and I'll go over all of those with you guys. Okay, so one of the things that I made sure to put down in my notes right away was that I started getting congestion again at night. So I had this a lot during, like, I guess I would say like the beginning of the third trimester, and then it kind of like started to go away. And then I guess in the last maybe 4 days I've been getting it more again, to where I also wake up in the morning and I have like a bloody mucus, like my snot is like kind of bloody. Not every night. I would say that it's really hard to fall asleep and like breathe through the night, but it's not as bad as it was last time, but it's still like, I feel like it's been coming back. My sciatic pain has also been kind of annoying now, because not only am I feeling it on my right side, in my butt, in my hip area, and my thigh area on the back, but now it's been going to the front, as I mentioned on my last update. However, now, like within the last 2 to 3 days, I've been feeling it on my left leg, on the front area, maybe like once or twice a day, and it's very light. It's not like it is on my right leg, but I have been feeling it on my left leg. So I don't know if that just means that the baby is just kind of, I don't know, all the movement that I get, because I get so much movement, and it's starting to affect like both of my legs, like all like that sciatic nerve. And like, I actually haven't really looked into like what the sciatic thing is, but I think it has to do with like your bones and your nerves and stuff like that. I have a lot of pressure in my pelvic area. Not pressure like the baby's head is right there, like not like to where I think I'm gonna go into labor, because it's like already dropped or anything, because doctor did confirm that the baby has not dropped. When she did my exam, she can feel the back of the baby's head, and just by her moving like in my pelvic area, but not like to where she thinks it's like engaged or anything. So but I am feeling a little bit more pressure, to where it makes me like walk really slow, or I have to get up really slowly, because I feel that, and it's just kind of uncomfortable to walk or to move when I feel that pain. But it's not like super bad, but I am starting to feel just kind of like heavy down there. My legs are starting to look pudgy. I'm definitely retaining more water. Maybe like the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've noticed that I've been looking a little bit more pudgier, like not so much in my face. Actually, in my face, I feel like I see it right here. Like, if you guys can tell, like I feel like, I actually thought there was something wrong with like my throat. Like, I think it's just like the water weight, like it's not really in my face. It's just more like right here. My arms, definitely, I've been feeling it here for a while, but my legs are starting to look pudgy. Like, you can tell they're like holding a lot of weight. It's funny sometimes when I take my socks off and I can see like the indentation of the sock, and that's how I know too that I either need to like rest, put my feet up, or just drink more water, or just that I'm in the stage. I'm at that stage where I am just retaining water. Another thing too with the sleeping is I wake up with a sore neck a lot. And I think that just has to do with like my sleep position. It's just not right. I am uncomfortable. I toss and turn. I am like constantly like fixing the pillows around me, and I'm never really comfortable. I really want to sleep on my back. That's one thing that I'm really looking forward to after having baby, is I just want to sleep on my back. I just want to lay there and like straighten out and like get my body back into like in line, and not always have to be like on my sides. My arm also, like when I sleep on my sides, if I'm sleeping on my arm, like under the pillow or over the pillow, whatever, it sometimes goes numb, and it doesn't hurt or anything, but I'm like, I have to like kind of like shake it off or wake it off. My dreams have been a little bit more vivid. I have had quite a few that I remember very clearly. One specific one a couple nights ago, I dreamt that I was sitting in my bed, actually right in the same spot, and my leg was crossed, and when I got up to uncross my leg, I noticed there was blood trickling down, but I didn't feel any pain. And as I made my way to the bathroom, more blood came out. So I was kind of thinking like, is this part of like the bloody show? Is my water gonna break? And as I go to the bathroom, once I'm in the bathroom, I actually start birthing the baby, and it's in a breech position, or it was kind of funny, because in my dream it was like, it was both breech with feet coming out and also butt coming out. It was really strange that I can envision like both types of breeches, but that the baby came out and I just birthed it in my bathroom with no pain, no crying, no yelling, and I was just like, I just had the baby in the bathroom, and when the baby came out, which it was a boy in my dream, I was holding it, and it was as if I was holding like a like a 5 or 6 month old baby. The baby was just looking around like, hey mom, like I'm just chilling. Like it was holding its head up. It was just like looking around like, hi, like happy too, very happy. But definitely strange, and it kind of freaked me out that I would dream that I birthed a breached baby. So I'll go over real quick like some stuff from the appointment that I had. So basically I was weighed 168 pounds, so I gained 4 pounds from my previous appointment, which was 2 weeks ago. She said she can see the water weight more, that they see it first more in person than they do on the scale. So obviously, because I told her I've been noticing more, you know, just kind of more puffiness, and she said that that's about right with the scale. Then my blood pressure was good. It was 124/80. No protein in my urine. Baby's heartbeat was around like 137. It kept going between like 130 and like 140, but it stood around like 137. The fundal height is 36 centimeters, which is good. She did say that I have a lot of fluid in my uterus, because when she was checking the baby and checking like to see where the butt and the head were at, she said that I have a lot of fluid still, and that the baby can still flip if it wanted to, because there's enough fluid in there for it to just easily be able to do a quick little flip. But she's hoping not. I'm hoping not. So one thing also that we talked about was the fact that my blood sugar, glucose sugar, I don't know the term of it, but anyways, I mentioned before that I had been feeling quite tired, very tired actually. I had done some blood work previously at a lab that showed that my glucose was pretty low. It was at 59. So when I went, I gave her that lab, the lab results from that test, and she was looking everything over. She said everything looks great. And then she did look at the results from the glucose test that I did with her to see if I had the gestational diabetes. And she said that even at that test, my results were a little bit lower, I guess. So she said I have a little case of hypoglycemia, I think that's how you say it. So basically she wants me to just snack more often, have more nuts, have more yogurts, more protein, peanut butter, stuff like that. But definitely, because I have been doing, you know, more snacking lately, I do feel that it has been helping me like not feel tired. Like I still feel tired, but I'm not like feeling like extremely tired like the minute that I wake up after having like 9 hours of sleep, because that's really what was happening. And then another thing that we discussed at my prenatal appointment was she did mention that if I was to go into labor right now, which I'm still getting the Braxton Hicks too, like I get them a lot, but she said that if I was to go into labor right now, she would not stop it. She would not do anything to prevent from having contractions. She would not give me shots of whatever. I've never had to deal with preterm labor, but she said that if for some reason it happened, that she would be completely fine with having me labor and have the baby if it happened now. Like my husband was there and he was like, what? Like we can have this baby like now? And we're like, okay, we really gotta get everything ready, everything ready. I even like printed out a couple quotes from a hypnobirthing book that I have, which Logan keeps tearing up, and just some stuff that I found online of like just quotes to like inspire and give you like motivation and confidence, and to take fear away from when you're birthing a natural birth. So got a couple printed out that I will be taking to the hospital with me. That way I see them and they're there. So hopefully I don't give in to getting an epidural. I just feel like because you're there in a hospital, like at least with my first one, this is how I felt. I felt that I really wanted to have a natural unmedicated birth, but I feel that because the contractions were so strong and I did not know what to expect, I had the option of getting the epidural. It was right there. Like I could just tell them and boom, you know, somebody would be in to give it to me. And I think that's what happened. And then it just, you know, it stalled my labor pretty much, to where when I was at home and had Logan, I didn't have that option. I pretty much had to deal with it, and I pretty much had to have that mindset of like, relax, you can do this, you know, it'll be over soon. And so I think that that's why like I really love that experience of having my home birth without medication, that I'm hoping that I feel the same way even though I'm going to be in the hospital. I hope that I can just hold back and not give in to the epidural. And the last thing I wanted to mention is, are we going to be filming the birth? The answer to that is yes. I am hoping that I can start recording my experience with birthing baby Minnow from the beginning, from the contractions or my water breaking, which I've experienced both. I'm hoping that I'm able to labor in the tub at the hospital, and I'm hoping that some of the things that I really want for my birthing experience to happen. I don't necessarily have like a birth plan, but I do want to put on paper, you know, some of the things that I really do want and some of the things I really don't want. Like, I don't want just random nurses coming into our room as I'm trying to relax and get into, you know, a state of mind where I'm focused and I am working with my body, stuff like that. But I do definitely want to film the whole process, and not just for you guys to see, but like for my own memories. I have tons of pictures from Gavin's birth and video, and with Logan I have more pictures than I have video, so this time I really wanted to capture as much as I could, especially because this is going to be our last baby. So we'll definitely be putting out a birth video for you guys, and I think that's pretty much all I needed to cover for this update. I will go ahead and show you guys baby's little house, my belly. Okay, there's the belly. Yep, still right now I think the butt is still over here. It pretty much favors the right side right here because I feel like a lot of like the feet kicking and stuff like that on this side. And as you can see, my belly button is still an outie, and I have a couple of stretch marks. You guys can see that, not too many. Up here, I've been itching a lot lately, so that's why it looks a little red and kind of like if I have a rash, but it's just like me itching my belly. If I back up a little bit, wow, it's like, baby. Alright guys, and that's it for my 35-week pregnancy update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week for my 36 weeks, which I think I am doing my AFI ultrasound. I'm getting checked for dilation, so that should be interesting. But we'll see you guys at the next one. Ciao.